Well, first off, the question is very open. Because if it means like as a young person, are you doing something? Well, all of us here are doing something. Some of us have said, I am a volunteer. Another one has said, I'm a professional. Another one has said, I was an intern. So that is already an engagement. Because certain sorts of engagement require also a certain level of qualification, experience. For example, as a youth, I don't expect any of us to become a head of state tomorrow. Because there is, if somebody is supposed to elect you as a head of state, there is a certain level of experience, credibility, track record that you have to present. But however, when it comes to entrepreneurship and so on, young people are doing certain things. I think the very biggest gap where young people are not being involved in is actually policy development. Kenny has rightfully mentioned that a lot of times when policies are being developed, they are developed for young people. The best example is the the work in peace and security, for example. The number one perpetrators of conflict are young people. The victims number one of conflict are young people. However, when it comes to drawing solutions now to post-conflict issues, it's going to be the big names, the heads of states, the panel of the wise, and people like that who would be consulted in developing policies, and never actually the young people who would actually carry on and implement the policies. So I think on policy development, young people have not been involved very much. But however, it is very also much important as young people to ask also ourselves, it is not always for somebody to give it to us, something. Because all those great leaders that we have out there, you can start with people like Mandela, Samora Machel, Nkrumah and so on. As young people, in colonial times even, they were not given the space to go and fight for freedom. They had to go and take it. So I don't want to quote necessarily foreign presidents, but the famous quote says, don't ask what the country has done for you, but also what can you do also for your country. And this also goes to the continent. All of us have been given space here. The only question now to all of us is that you have been given the opportunity. What are you going to do about it?
Yes.
You can either leave a legacy and be a change after that. So even after you have left, people would still be talking about you. Wow, what a great experience of engaging a young person. Or it would be like, never again young person in this office. So it is even up to us once we get the office to prove that we are worthy of that position. That is my take on that.